The third millennium of mysterious arrival is about to begin. This is your only chance for self-redemption. Global crisis. Wang Teng unleashes his unique talent. SSS level talent. Unequal exchange. We are not buying for zero. But we are not exchanging equally. Exchange successful. You exchanged half a box of instant noodles for endless extraction of SSS level talents. Exchange successful. You exchanged a bottle of sad crispy breeze for Douzhuan Starshift. From then on, Wang Teng began a new mode of exchange. Keywords of the novel. Mysterious descent. My exchange unequaled. No pop-ups. Mysterious descent. My exchange unequal. Complete collection download. Mysterious descent. My exchange unequaled. Latest chapter reading. Chapter 1, Awakening. Unequal exchange. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1, Awakening. Unequal exchange. The third millennium of mysterious arrival is about to begin. This is your only chance for self-redemption. Location. Number 4399, Colonial Planet. Abundant Continent. In the process of placing copies. Number 4399, Deployment completed in Fomrao Continent. Enter various dungeons where danger and opportunity coexist. You will die at any time and gain eternal life. Wishing you good luck. In the depths of the universe, where cold and darkness coexist, space probes capture an ethereal and icy sound. The sound of the live broadcast echoes in the ears of every blue star person. Everyone was shocked. In the fertile continent, in the rental housing of Yancheng. Wang Teng picked up the hot instant noodles and was about to open his mouth when he heard the mechanical and cold sound. Cut. He picked up his phone casually and opened a certain anti-fraud center app. Wait a minute, the anchor's name is a bit familiar, the Center for Continental Scientific Research in the Universe. In the next moment, an incredible sight appeared before Wang Teng's eyes. A halo suddenly magnified form a semi-transparent data panel. Name. Wang Teng, Game ID, 442868, Level 1, 0/100, HP, 100 out of 100, Physical Fitness. 10 points, please click to view details, Strength. 8 points, please click to view details, Agile. 9 points, please click to view details, Spirit. 15 o'clock, please click to view details, Understanding. 2 points, please click to view details, Qi Yun. 100 points, please click to view details, Talent. Not awakened yet, Martial Arts. Currently unavailable, Comprehensive Combat Effectiveness. 44, Evaluation. The power of one chicken. As various data flooded into Wang Teng's mind, he became somewhat curious. What level is his evaluation of the power of a chicken? Wang Teng rubbed his ears in frustration, but a series of sounds followed one after another. Which game company developed this product? Isn't it too realistic? Upstairs, we were forced into a mysterious descent and could die at any time. What? I haven't made a boyfriend yet, I don't want to die, woo-woo. Who is talking? Get out. Wang Teng looked around and found that the rented house was empty except for himself. Is it a chat system? Thinking of this, in his mind, each sound emitted was accompanied by a series of dynamic avatars. Those avatars 100% restored the current true appearance. Wang Teng let out a muffled groan nervously, and a familiar avatar came to mind. Still so handsome. However, he didn't put too much effort into his avatar and his gaze returned to the chat content. At this moment, everyone is filled with unknown fear, as well as curiosity and hope for this sudden game. Have you all looked at the data panel? My overall combat power is 50, and what about you? I'm lower than you, it's 47. I am 43, and I have no power to tie my hands. Ha! Then this game is quite fair, and our gap should be controlled within 10 points. You're wrong. My overall combat power is 99, and I'm almost over 100. How could that be? Can you hit both of us alone? Hee hee. A bald man smiled but remained silent. Comprehensive combat power of 99. Blow it off, what are your data? Bullying. Look at my data panel. Name. Su Chang, Citizen ID, 446,654, Level 1, 0 out of 100, HP, 100 out of 100, Physical Fitness. 30 points, please click to view details, Strength. 33 points, please click to view details, Agile. 8 points, please click to view details, Spirit. 18.00, please click to view details, Understanding. 10 points, please click to view details, Qi Yun. 35 points, please click to view details, Talent. Not awakened yet, Martial Arts. Currently unavailable, Comprehensive Combat Effectiveness. 99, Evaluation. De Ji de Li, Zhua. Upstairs. Big Brother's physique and strength are so strong, more than twice as strong as mine. My big brother Su Chang has the talent to eat chicken. Terrifying like this. Big chicken, eat chicken tonight, I'll just hang out with you from now on. Hee hee, everyone is praising me too much. Did that girl still find a boyfriend just now? Changgu, they just like you, hee hee. And me, brother Chang, let's go together. After diving for a while, Wang Teng had a rough understanding of the situation in his mind. The chat system is limited to Yenchen, and the national and even global chat channels have not been opened yet. Moreover, the comprehensive combat effectiveness is related to the 5-dimensional index. Increasing the 5-dimensional index can enhance combat effectiveness. Now there are fierce warriors with a combat power of 99, and Wang Teng is not too discouraged. Although his 5 dimensions are weak, there is one aspect that everyone has overlooked, which is Qi luck. Throughout the entire chat area, he found that the highest luck was only 48, less than half of his. Mysterious arrival, Su Chang, a fierce person with explosive physical strength, must have an advantage over himself in the early stages. But as long as one persists and their luck explodes, they may not necessarily be able to soar to the sky. At this moment, the cold mechanical sound came again. Notice. Within 1 minute, based on each individual's energy level, enlightenment will be given to awaken their innate abilities. During this period, do not engage in vigorous exercise, otherwise you will bear the consequences. Tip. There are 9 levels of innate abilities. F, E, D, C, B, A, S, SS, and SSS. The sound fell and the chat channel exploded. Awakening talent based on Qi value. My Qi value is 30 points, Damn it. Why is my Qi only 8 o'clock? Should I take a shower and shine? Be careful upstairs, don't engage in strenuous exercise. If you lose your life before the game starts, it's called grief urging. Did you make a mistake? I can definitely win the lottery. It must be an SSS level talent. If there are a few peanuts, you can't drink them like this. Wang Teng listened to the heated discussion and felt a sense of anticipation in his heart. What level of talent can a self with a Qi value of 100 awaken? Boom. A golden light instantly engulfed Wang Teng, and the powerful impact directly crushed him, shattering his clothes. This is no clairvoyance, but it is clear that Mount Tai is overwhelming. Under such pressure, not to mention vigorous exercise, it's even difficult to move a finger. Do you really think that all the rich continents are superhumans? When Wang Teng rose, a prompt sound sounded in his mind. Congratulations. You awakened SSS level talent. Unequal exchange. Note. SSS level talents have uniqueness. TSK. He has awakened his SSS level talent. And it's also the only sexual talent. Wang Teng burst out laughing wildly, end of this chapter. Chapter 2, Exchange. SSS Level Talent. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2, Exchange. SSS Level Talent. Wang Teng relaxed his mood, and black ripples appeared in his pupils. Soon, a talent introduction appeared on the semi-transparent panel. Destiny Talent. Unequal Exchange. Unequal Exchange. It can initiate exchanges on all targets and obtain unexpected things. This explanation is too general, it seems that I need to study it more in order to understand the effect. Fold up the panel, Wang Teng reads and switches to the chat channel. I don't know what talent others have awakened. Awakened. My master's talent is an E.level talent. Copper wall and iron wall. When activated, my physique increases by 50%. Isn't it just awakening a bastard's shell? My talent is D.level. Spiritual attack. Can you resist mental damage even if your physical body is as strong as iron walls? I am invincible. Alas, what's the use of my F.level talent? Taste enhancement, which increases taste by 5 times when activated. TMD. My also the most useless F.level talent. Chest muscle strengthening, sob. The chat room was bustling with people, and Wang Teng wanted to see if he could awaken his SSS level talent like him. There are nearly 10 million people in Yanqing alone, and everyone is like a dragon. It is impossible for someone to awaken their SSS talent. Thinking of this, Wang Teng once again entered the chat channel. The girl in front, why don't you come with me? I'll protect you, hee. It's Brother Chang. What talent has Brother Chang awakened? Hee, I have awakened my C.level talent. Li Ba Shan Shi. When activated, my strength doubles and my attacks come with a compression effect. Oh my goodness. C.level talent not only increases numerical value, but also comes with built-in buffs for attacks. It's amazing. Yeah. It's really the reincarnation of a tyrant. Changgu, I am willing to accompany you forever like Yu. At this moment, the chat channels were all flattering the big shot Su Chang. At present, only one C.level talent has awakened, so it's too difficult to obtain this great talent. Have you awakened SSS level talents? Everyone is eagerly anticipating. 30 years in the West and 30 years in the East, do not deceive young people into poverty. A familiar avatar flickered and appeared in everyone's view. My talent is to possess the only SSS level talent. Endless extraction. Is that you? SSS talent. Do you want me to bring you a plate of peanuts? I know you don't believe it, take a look, what's that? Name. Li Ao, Destiny Talent. SSS level endless extraction, this is. A living SSS level talent. Brother Li Ao, I will serve you for life. Wipe it off. People are more popular than people, my talent is nothing but trash. Someone looked envious and said. Wang Teng saw this and silently activated his talent. Unequal exchange activation, I want to exchange SSS level talent. Endless extraction. Exchange failed. Seeing the result, Wang Teng was taken aback for a moment. Can't SSS level talents be exchanged? Friendly reminder. 0 yuan purchases are prohibited. You need to take out an item for exchange. So it's like this. It's impossible to engage in prostitution for free. He has never done anything for free in his life. What is the exchange for? Wang Teng looked around and his eyes lit up. He picked up half a box of instant noodles and said firmly. Exchange. Shwa. A white light flashed past, and the half box of instant noodles in Wang Teng's hand disappeared. Unequal exchange activation successful. Unequal exchange enters cooling for 24 hours. This unequal exchange consumes 88 points of gas transportation value. Friendly reminder. Qi luck can be restored to its initial state over time, with a speed of 1 Qi luck per day. Congratulations, you have obtained the SSS level talent. Endless extraction. Endless extraction. Get unexpected rewards by touching any item. SSS level talent, introduction has always been so mystical. Sure enough. Wang Teng is already clear about how to use this ability. As long as the target is locked, he can force an exchange. And he can exchange any item. The only thing consumed is the energy value. 88 points of luck value, switched to an SSS level talent. Wang Teng doesn't know if it's a loss or a gain. But fortunately, his luck can recover over time. On the other side. Pop it. What's up? Which instant noodles did you throw at me? Li Ao stood up in the room, looking displeased. Brother Li Ao, what functions does your SSS level talent have? Upon hearing the delicate voice of the chat channel, Li Ao finally calmed down. He casually swiped and shared his talent description on the chat channel. Talent. Half a box of instant noodles, can satisfy hunger, fried food. To protect your health, please do not use it frequently. Ha ha ha. Half a box of instant noodles is also called an SSS level talent. Surprisingly, it's your instant noodle talent, truly worthy of it. Where is my SSS level talent? Who threw this half box of instant noodles at my house? No, what I just saw was clearly endless extraction. Me too, what the hell? Don't disclose your talents, there is great terror in it. Wang Teng entered the chat room and saw countless people scrolling through the screen, so he immediately withdrew. The chat channel surprisingly has great horror, he cannot easily expose it. The fact that he has obtained 2 SSS level talents cannot be disclosed even if he dies. More importantly, both of his SSS level talent abilities are auxiliary functions and cannot enhance combat effectiveness. Now he has 44 combat power points, a chicken strength, and can even be said to be difficult to protect himself. Besides, he hasn't figured it out yet. What is the purpose of the new SSS level talent endless extraction? Suddenly, the mechanical sound rang out again. Announcement. All personnel have awakened. Next, you will select various game dungeons to explore. Game task. Live. Time limit. 7 days. Tip. Real items cannot be brought into dungeons. Buzzing as soon as the prompt ends, the semi-transparent panel reappears. Select A to enter the world of Heaven Sword and Dragon Saber. Select B to enter the world of The Legend of the Condor Heroes. Select C to enter the world of The Legend of the Condor Heroes. Select D to enter the world of The Legend of Condor Heroes. Wang Teng looked at the familiar world of novels with a deep gaze. Which world would everyone choose? I'll go whichever Brother Chang chooses. Brother Chang has the highest combat power, and now he has awakened his C-level talent. He will definitely become stronger in the future. Yeah. Chang, we're with you. Everyone kept talking and flattering Su Chang. Upon hearing the praise from everyone, Su Chang felt a sense of pride and couldn't help but feel immense. Ladies and gentlemen, I will first choose to enter the 8 heavenly dragons and see how dangerous it is. Let me give you a head start. After speaking, he chose C and his body turned into a torrent of information, disappearing without a trace. Everyone silently awaited the chat channel. Soon, all records of Su Chang in the channel were cleared. Warning. This is not a children's play. This is not a children's play. Number 4406654, Su Chang was killed. Real state. Deleted. The next second, everyone heard this cold announcement. Everyone, fall into endless silence in the blink of an eye. Su Chang, who was eagerly anticipated, was killed. Everyone is dumbfounded. The cruelty of the martial arts world is much greater than they imagined. Soon, it was confirmed by Su Chang's relatives that he had disappeared from his home. This message reminds everyone that it will really kill. Everyone felt fear. In the world of martial arts, Crouching Tiger and Hidden Dragon, in order to prevent this incident from happening again, everyone will receive the skill. A stunning glance, surprise glance. It can detect the comprehensive combat power of characters, but cannot be viewed when it is 1000% higher than oneself. Tip. If no selection is made within 10 minutes, you will randomly enter various worlds. The voice suddenly stopped and the chat channel became panicked again. Don't panic, everyone. Although the world of martial arts is very dangerous, we can team up. There are many people and power is great. Yeah, our talent attributes, when combined, may not be worse than those martial artists. E.level talent. Shadow stealth, seeking team. F.level talent. Taste enhancement, seeking guidance from experts. Soon, everyone began to team up with each other. Those who awaken D.level talents have been endlessly sought after. Wang Teng silently watched everything, indifferent. He doesn't want to expose his talent in front of everyone. Everyone forms teams and gradually enters various martial arts worlds. The voice of the chat channel is also slowly disappearing. Wang Teng knows that more and more people are forming teams to enter the world of martial arts. In the last 10 seconds, he took a deep breath and slowly said, I choose the world of The Legend of the Condor Heroes. The Heavenly Dragon 8-part world has officially opened. Please have a big scene to your heart's content. End of this chapter. Chapter 3, Pick Up the Leaks. Surprise again. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3, Pick Up the Leaks. Surprise again. A black ripple suddenly magnified in his pupils when Wang Teng opened his eyes. Rows of lush tree crowns came into view. The rustling breeze gently caressed, and a strong smell of blood floated in the air. There seems to be danger here. He sat up touching the grass, with his back against the tree trunk. After confirming that there was no one around, Wang Teng took a soft breath. I don't know where the world plot is now, let's take a look at other situations first. Wang Teng murmured to himself, and between his thoughts, the chat channel slowly emerged. The chat channel in Yanqing was silent, but the newly added Tianlong Babu chat channel began to become active. Everyone, where are you? The agreed team, why am I the only one here? At least one person is safe. I opened my eyes and was in the beggars sect, but unexpectedly, I was caught by the people of the Western Xia First Class Hall. Who can come and save me? Brothers upstairs, we are in mourning. We have just finished the dungeon and are in Shaolin. When I conquer the sweeping monk, I will go and save you. I envy you so much. I am now in an abandoned village surrounded by yellow sand, and I don't know where to go. It seems that everyone has been scattered to different places, so we can only stabilize our feet before making any plans. Wang Teng silently exited the chat channel. The Beggars Sect and the Western Xia First Class Hall were in conflict, and Shaolin Temple was in peace. At this time, Xiao Feng was falsely accused and stepped down as the leader of the Beggars Sect. That is to say, the chaos in the Central Plains martial arts world has just begun. When Wang Teng felt that there was no crisis around him, he cautiously poked his head out to observe the surroundings. Not far away, a corpse was nailed to a tree trunk. It was Su Chang. I saw Su Chang with knife wounds all over his body, his stomach gouged open, and his intestines streaming all over the ground, making people shiver. Wang Teng gritted his head and approached the corpses, only to find 3 or 4 corpses under the big tree, dressed in rags, all dead. The bloody breath was like a venomous snake piercing into Wang Teng's nose. He couldn't help but bend down and vomit. It was the first time he had seen a dead person. Stay calm. Wang Teng suppressed his panic and began to look around. After comprehensive analysis, in this forest, the people of the Western Xia first-class hall besieged the disciples of the beggars sect. Coincidentally, Su Chang teleported them, triggering a tragedy. Wang Teng looked at Su Chang's torn jeans and lowered his head slightly in silence. As both Yenqing people, I can't bear you to expose your body in the wilderness, so let's bury you. Subsequently, he endured the strong smell of blood and placed his hand on Su Chang's body. This is too heavy, isn't it? Wang Teng was originally not tall in 5 dimensions, and it was quite difficult to lift a corpse nailed to a tree. Buzzing, his palm lit up with a white light. Endless extraction successful. Obtained C.level talent. Liba Shangxi. What? Pull up the mountain with force. Haha. Wang Teng looked ecstatic. Unexpectedly, a moment of kindness triggered endless extraction of SSS level talents. He actually extracted Su Chang's talent. He quickly checked his talent bar. Destiny talent. Unequal exchange. Additional talent. Endless extraction, powerful pulling of mountains. Sure enough, he now possesses 3 talents. His strength is 8 points, and when he activates the talent of Li Ba Shan Shi, it can become 16 points of strength. This has greatly boosted his strength. So, this is the power of endless extraction. Thinking of this, Wang Teng looked at the other 4 corpses with anticipation. Extraction successful. Obtain 2 physical fitness points. Extraction successful. Gain 3 points of strength. Extraction successful. Gain 2 agility points. Extraction successful. Gain 3 points of strength. It's so great. Surprisingly, 5-dimensional attributes can be extracted. That is to say, endless extraction can directly improve comprehensive combat effectiveness. This time, his power attribute directly reached 14 points. And he has the talent to lift mountains, doubling his strength and reaching 28 o'clock directly. His mind twitched and his whole body emitted an explosive force. Powerful Shangxi talent, successfully activated, duration. 30 minutes, cooldown. 1 hour. Wang Teng felt his muscles full of vitality, punching the big tree and the rustling of leaves. It's really good. Although there hasn't been an upgrade, the improvement in 5 dimensions is the capital to survive. He enjoyed the comfortable changes brought about by his physical improvement and whispered to himself. Others are still struggling on the line of life and death, and he has already begun the path of improvement. Thank you all for your gifts. Let's bury you all together. Thinking of this, Wang Teng drew the long sword from Su Chang's corpse. Unexpectedly, his palm lit up with a white light again. Endless extraction successful. Impurity extraction, Xia Ren's sword has been upgraded from white ordinary to green exquisite. Not bad, not bad. Endless extraction can also extract impurities and obtain higher order items. The feeling of this harvest is so wonderful. World announcement. Players surnamed Wang activate their prop system for the first time and gain 5 points of strength. Props are classified in order of quality. White ordinary, green excellent, blue rare, purple epic, red myth, orange legend, golden immortality, dark gold treasure, and imperial weapon. As soon as the announcement was made, the chat channel exploded completely. Wow! Surprisingly, some people are equipped with swords and knives. It's really amazing. Yeah, I haven't escaped from the Western Xia people's prison yet, woo-woo. The player surnamed Wang is too powerful, please hold on to your thighs, big shot. Seeing this, Wang Teng slowly exited the chat channel. Although secretly happy in his heart, this is not yet the time for him to be exposed. Continue. He wants to continue searching for new bodies. Endless extraction will shine brightly in this bloody world. Bang! Wang Teng, who had changed into the attire of the beggars sect, lifted a vertical stone weighing tens of pounds and placed it under a big tree. He gazed at the endless forest, his heart full of pride. The Western Xia soldiers chased here, and if he followed this route, he would definitely still be able to pick up the body. Thinking of this, Wang Teng looked at the grass, the direction with the most footprints, and followed over seeking wealth and prosperity through insurance. How can one obtain opportunities without taking risks? So, Wang Teng carefully shuttled through the forest, very cautious. This is the real world of the martial arts world, where one can easily die in an untimely way. Life only comes once, he must cherish it. Moreover, his route was exactly the marching route of the Western Xia First-Class Hall. 15 minutes later, he arrived at a depression. Before I could get close, I heard intense arguments. Under my estrangement, the beggars' sect fell apart. You took the opportunity to enter and massacre the beggars' sect. The next step is to help me restore our country. You people from Western Xia don't even have this kind of credibility. Ha ha ha, this land belongs to my Western Xia, where did I get you? Since that's the case, don't blame me for being ruthless. Humph. No matter how high you are, you can't match my Western Xia divine arm bow. Shoot me. Immediately after, countless explosive sounds suddenly sounded, lasting for about half an hour before becoming silent. Wang Tengmao leaned down and used the cover of the bushes to approach the depression. When he arrived nearby, he saw the depression in a mess, with footprints and swords everywhere, as well as broken trees. It can be seen that the previous fight was exceptionally intense. At this moment, in the center of the depression, there are 7 or 8 figures lying, all dressed in Western Xia costumes. Seeing this scene, Wang Teng was a bit excited. If he were to extract the bodies of Han people, he would still be a bit reluctant, but since the bodies were from a different ethnic group in Western Xia, he would not have had so much psychological burden. After confirming that no one survived, he quietly walked over to the body and placed one hand on the Western Xia soldier's a flickering white light. The comfortable feeling spread throughout Wang Teng's body. Extraction successful. Gain 10 points of strength. 10 points of strength. This should be a big shot in the Western Xia dynasty, able to extract 10 points of power. At this moment, his strength has reached 29 points. It has exceeded the normal value of most people, and its strength is advancing rapidly. At present, there are more benefits. Thinking of this, Wang Teng once again placed his hand on the other corpses. How did you know that the corpse had been moved? A hand was stretched out from the pile of corpses, grabbing his shoulder. Little refugees, how dare you make a fortune of the dead? End of this chapter. Chapter 4, Crisis. Terror Fighting Power. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4, Crisis. Terror Fighting Power. Fake corpse. No, this is the world of martial arts, not the immortal hero. A corpse suddenly spoke, and Wang Teng was greatly surprised. Great Xia Mingjian, I just passed by this place. Wang Teng calmed down and said calmly. I didn't expect you to be so calm in front of me. Judging from your appearance, you must be a disciple of the beggars' sect. The people of the Western Xia First-Class Hall are chasing and killing the beggars' sect. Most beggars' sect disciples are running around, but you dare to stay here. The other party suddenly sat up, their eyes cold and their tone flickering, as if they were looking at Wang Teng's reaction. If there was a slight mistake, they immediately put down their poisonous hand. Unexpectedly, a black ripple appeared in Wang Teng's eyes. Launch a stunning glance, name. Murong Fu, comprehensive combat power. 950 points, internal damage status, only remaining 30% combat power of 285 points. Murong Fu. North Chaofeng, South Murong. This is one of the top players in The Legend of the Condor Heroes. These Western Xia people have harmed my fellow countrymen, how can I leave in one go? The great Xia defeated several Western Xia experts in one fell swoop. As the saying goes, he had the ambition to starve the meat of the barbarians, and laughed and drank Western Xia blood in thirst. Wang Teng flattered and said. But since the hero is still alive, these spoils of war are naturally yours. Wang Teng left the pile of corpses with both hands. In this situation, you must pretend to be foolish, otherwise the other party can take your own life in a snap. Murong Fu in front of him clearly enjoyed being flattered. The ambition is to starve for the meat of the barbarians, and to laugh and drink the blood of the Xiongnu. That's great. I, Murong Fu, empathize with it. Murong Fu nodded and gritted his teeth as he thought of being played with by the people of Western Xia. You are a person without martial arts skills or power. Born in this wilderness, no one will know if you die. But if you meet me, it's also your luck. I'll give you a chance to stand out, as long as you promise me a few things. Murong Fu pondered for a moment before slowly speaking. Please give orders, Master Murong. Wang Teng quickly said. As long as you obediently listen, you will join my Gu Su Murong sect afterwards, and you will surely enjoy near prosperity and wealth for a lifetime. Murong Fu sat up straight, speaking confidently. Wang Tengma, isn't he just making himself the cannon fodder for the great cause of restoring the country? He spoke with great righteousness. If Murong Fu were to devote himself to the fertile mainland, he would definitely be a skilled hand in pyramid schemes. Wang Teng quickly dragged Murong Fu out of the pile of corpses, only to find that he seemed to have lost his mobility below his waist and abdomen. I accidentally hit the sorrowful and crisp breeze of the Western Xia people, and now I use my internal power to suppress it. However, killing someone is still as easy as palm of hand. Murong Fu's face showed a sneer. This is shaking the mountain and reminding Wang Teng that he still has the power to fight. Murong Fu's face was bloodshot, and this sneer was particularly ferocious, like a fierce ghost. Upon hearing these words, Wang Teng was also shocked. Now he can only secretly develop and wait for opportunities to move. Time flies and the stars move. Wang Teng pretended to yearn. Not bad. Time flies and the stars move, it is the unique skill of my Murong family. This divine skill has a total of 9 levels, and when practiced to the end, it can even sense the heavenly way and transfer intangible and intangible things. I cannot tell you in detail about the 9 levels, but stay close and I will pass on your divine skill now. As Murong Fu spoke, his breath grew thicker, as if the poison had begun to attack. Feeling like he was on the verge of exhaustion, he suddenly took action. Shwa! Wang Teng only felt one of the opponent's claws, like iron pliers, tearing open the clothes in his heart. Then the nails penetrated deep into their skin and flesh, picking out the bleeding. Oh no! He's going to kill me. Wang Teng felt severe chest pain and his heart seemed to be grabbed by a big hand. Boo! At this moment, Murong Fu's sleeve was filled with a misty breath. Kid, my internal power has already penetrated your heart. If I encounter something unexpected, my internal power will become violent, and you will die in an instant. Between speaking, he pressed his palm. The powerful internal energy rushed into Wang Teng's heart and wandered wildly through his meridians. However, as long as you obey me, this internal power of the changing stars can also be used by you, to cleanse your essence and slay your marrow. When the time comes, you can draw inferences about any martial arts you cultivate. It hurts so much. Wang Teng covered his chest and almost died of pain, gritting his teeth to suppress it. Go search for the Western Xia people leaders and see if there is any antidote for the sorrowful and refreshing breeze. Murong Fu's voice grew weaker and weaker, and finally he said. Watching Murong Fu's faint meditative breathing, Wang Teng's eyes were slightly cold. He came to the body of the Western Xia commander and searched, while secretly pressing on the bodies of other Western Xia people. Buzzing only the white light he saw flickered. Endless extraction successful. Gain 2 points of physical fitness. Endless extraction successful. Gain 2 points of insight. Scratching around. Do you want to die? Murong Fu suppressed the poison wound and said impatiently. Found it. Wang Teng extracted all the attributes of the corpse and just then took out 2 small porcelain vases from the arms of the Western Xia commander, one blue and one gray. Okay. Quickly find a hidden place, Morong Fu exclaimed with great joy. The sky gradually darkened. Wang Teng carried Morong Fu on his back and walked through the forest under his guidance, entering a dilapidated temple. In the dilapidated temple, Wang Teng put down Morong Fu and used his energy to heal his injuries, opening the attribute panel. Name: Wang Teng, Game ID, 442868, Level 1, 0/100, HP, 100 out of 100, Physical Fitness. 16 points, please click to view, Strength. 29 points, please click to view, Agile. 15 points, please click to view, Spirit. 15.00, please click to view, Understanding. 4 points, please click to view, Qi Yun. 12 o'clock, please click to view, Destiny Talent. Unequal exchange, cooldown remaining for 5 hours, Additional talent. Endless extraction, powerful pulling of mountains, martial arts. A glance at the amazing goose, comprehensive combat power. 79, this power does not include talents, evaluation. Big chicken powerful. In less than a day, his strength reached an astonishing 29 points, surpassing most people, and he also obtained 3 innate abilities. Now, on the surface, his overall combat effectiveness is 79 points. With the addition of innate abilities, his comprehensive combat power can directly exceed 100, which is stronger than the previous Su Chang. Despite facing the 285 comprehensive combat power of Morong Fu, there is still no chance of winning. He quietly took out a gray porcelain bottle from his pocket and handed the antidote to Morong Fu. This bottle is a sad and refreshing breeze. Poison. End of this chapter. Chapter 5, Turn Your Face. CD has arrived. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5, Turn Your Face. CD has arrived. Unconsciously, it was already late at night. Outside the temple, wild beasts mourn, but inside the temple, it seems even more dangerous. After running for several weeks, Morong Fu suppressed his injuries and chuckled, "What do you want to do?" Did he find out? Under the moonlight, Wang Teng was slightly surprised, but immediately restrained his expression. Just as he was about to speak, he was interrupted. That's the expression. Morong Fu smiled insincerely, revealing his true form. Like an ant, I already knew that you were harboring evil intentions and begged for mercy from me. I'll give you some pleasure. What are you going to do? Wang Teng noticed a hint of madness in his expression. What do I want to do? I knew you heard the conversation in the forest and dared to deceive me. Morong Fu said slowly with contempt in his eyes, joining the Western Xia and advancing into the Central Plains is a secret that you, as a little disciple of the beggar sect, can hear. Morong Fu looked cold and gloomy. Wang Teng gritted his teeth and sneered, to be a martial arts expert, you actually used the people of Western Xia to harm the Central Plains and achieve your so-called great cause of restoring the country. Ha, that's bullshit. I want to be the emperor, no one can stop me. Others, including you, are all ants. No matter how many people die for my great cause of national rejuvenation, it's worth it. Morong Fu went completely crazy, with his hands down, completing the last Sunday. Since you already know, I can't tolerate you anymore. Although my poison has not been completely resolved and only 3 successful powers remain, killing you is enough. Wang Teng only felt a tingling sensation on his scalp. At this moment, Morong Fu's eyes shone brightly. Boom! A terrifying spiritual pressure emanated from his eyes. Wang Teng suddenly felt that Morong Fu's momentum was constantly expanding, like a vast ocean, engulfing his consciousness. He suddenly felt the world spinning around. Is this the strength of the comprehensive combat power 950? The next second, he was horrified to find that he couldn't even move a finger. Shwa. At this moment, Murong Fu clapped his palm and unleashed a powerful aura, lifting the sand and stones from the temple and arriving in an instant. Wang Teng was greatly shocked. At this moment, his body was unable to move and he could only resist the palm of his hand. The situation was very critical. Ha ha ha. Murong Fu's laughter echoed throughout the temple. In the blink of an eye, the palm wind struck and a powerful internal force began to pierce Wang Teng's skin. At this moment, Wang Teng quickly opened the property panel. Pull up the mountain, activate. Between 0.0001 seconds, Wang Teng's power doubled. He suddenly felt a violent force surge in his body, and his muscles were trembling. Roar. Wang Teng is unwilling to roar. Kaka kaka. My body emits bursts of hissing. No. That's the sound of internal space shattering. He surprisingly broke free from the shackles of his internal power, and his 5 senses became clear in an instant. At the same moment, he narrowly avoided the palm strike, and his delicate face was marked with a bloodstain by the sharp palm wind. Simultaneously punch out. Bang. A loud bang. The heavy fist broke through the powerful palm wind, leaving a crimson hue in Murong Fu's palm. Ha! Murong Fu was greatly surprised. This unknown disciple of the beggars' sect has a subtle sense of oppression in every move. How could this be possible? The martial arts of ordinary beggars' sect disciples can never generate power. This kind of momentum can only be mastered by martial arts masters who have been immersed in it for decades. Even he himself was able to touch the threshold. Why is this kid so powerful? There is only one possibility: his martial arts have this inherent momentum. Thinking of this, Murong Fu's eyes were exquisite. He wanted to master this kind of martial arts. Bang! Murong Fu twisted his waist and abdomen, crossed his legs and flew over Wang Teng's head, pressing down with both hands. Wang Teng quickly raised his palms to the sky. At this moment, Murong Fu's eyes shone brightly. Shwa! Time flies and the stars move. The technique was activated, and an invisible force instantly twisted Wang Teng's attack. Wang Teng suddenly felt his strength losing and his body losing balance. Bang! A heavy muffled sound. Take the path of the other and return it to the other. Wang Teng was bounced out by his own power bang. Wang Teng fell heavily to the ground, lifting a wave of dust. But the next second, he flipped over and got up, with no serious injuries. Murong Fu was once again shocked. He didn't expect Wang Teng's vitality to be so tenacious. Ordinary people who receive this powerful and heavy blow will suffer serious injuries even if they don't die. But in the blink of an eye, Wang Teng could still stand up and fight. Hush! This kid is not easy. After being shocked, Murong Fu's eyes were cold and he stared closely at Wang Teng. As long as you dedicate your martial arts, I can spare you from dying. Upon hearing this, Wang Teng smiled instead of getting angry and said, Who are you, Murong Fu? I know best. You need to be reliable, even a sow can climb a tree. Since that's the case, I will let you suffer all the hardships in this world. Murong Fu laughed grimly again. A violent aura slanted out of his body, and waves of internal energy emanated from the temple. Bang! 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 In just a moment, Murong Fu fought against Wang Teng for dozens of rounds. In the face of enormous strength, Wang Teng is absolutely at a disadvantage. If it weren't for the unique oppressive effect of Li Ba Shan Shi, Wang Teng would have been unable to resist it long ago. The difference in overall combat effectiveness is too great. At this moment, Wang Teng is covered in blood and his eyes are burned by the scorching blood. He just relied on a strong will and persisted in not falling down. At this moment, Murong Fu grinned grimly and slapped his heavenly spirit cave with a palm outside the temple. The bright moon hangs high. At noon in a daze, Wang Teng's panel attributes underwent subtle changes. Unequal exchange, cooldown time midnight. Finally, he slightly curled the corner of his mouth and immediately made a sound. I've been waiting for the cooling, what are you waiting for? CD has arrived. Exchange. Schwa. A white light flashed past, and the gray porcelain vase in Wang Teng's arms disappeared. That's a complete bottle of sad and crisp breeze. Unequal exchange activation successful. Unequal exchange enters cooling for 24 hours. This unequal exchange consumes 12 points of gas transportation value. Friendly reminder. Chi luck can be restored to its initial state over time, with a speed of 1 chi luck per day. Congratulations, you have obtained the skill, Douzhuan Xing Dot. Murong Fu, your deadline has come. What? Pretending to be a god and a ghost, a little disciple of the beggar's sect, can't even turn the world around. Murong Fu's face was ferocious, like a demon. Wang Teng dodged the palm wind and punched out. Murong Fu did not dodge or avoid, his eyes full of mockery. Buzz. He is using his internal power and wants to activate the Douzhuan Starshift again. He is going to torture Wang Teng and make him lose under his own power. Next second, boom. A powerful and heavy punch, bombed directly onto his dantian. He felt an endless pain in an instant. I can't help but bend into a shrimp. How could it be? Murong Fu was frightened in his heart. The beggar's sect kid in front of me can actually crack Douzhuan Xingshi. No. 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 This is impossible, it must be due to being poisoned. Go to hell. Murong Fu was completely insane, with his powerful internal strength blowing on his sleeve, causing him to grin. His palms charged straight towards Wang Teng's face like shells. At this moment, a whole bottle of Baisu Qingfeng in dosage was toxic. Murong Fu's combat power is reduced by another 30%. The next moment, Murong Fu was shaken away by the same internal force. Crystal teeth mixed with blood and water, drawing a curve in the air. Murong Fu flew backwards, his eyes full of confusion. What's going on? This is the way to take the other person's life back. Wang Teng was overjoyed. He is in a blink of an eye, launching a spinning star movement to rebound all of Murong Fu's damage. As the sorrowful and refreshing breeze transferred to Murong Fu's body. While he was using his internal power, toxins were also crazily devouring his broken body. At present, Wang Teng grabbed the Xia Ren sword from the ground with a sliding shovel and rushed to Murong Fu in an instant. Schwa. Sword light flashed. Hands up and swords down. No. Murong Fu shouted in terror. Puzzy. Blood splatters. Head landing. A generation of heroes fell from grace. End of this chapter. Chapter 6, Upgrade. Strength skyrocketed. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6, Upgrade. Strength skyrocketed. The cold wind howled, and a faint smell of blood emanated from the temple. Murong Fu was beheaded with a sword, and blood spurted out from his neck. Buzz. The next second, Murong Fu's body lit up with white light, pouring into Wang Teng's body. Kill a hero-level character. Gain 200 experience points. Congratulations, your level has been promoted to level 2. Your physical fitness has increased by 10 points, your strength increases by 10 points. Your agility has increased by 10 points. Your spirit increases by 10 points. Your comprehension has increased by 10 points. A wave of energy surged crazily inside the body. Wang Teng's whole body was warm and comfortable, enveloping his whole body. After a moment, the light disappeared. He slowly opened his eyes and looked surprised. He's upgraded. In just one day, Wang Teng was promoted to level 2. He clearly felt that he had become stronger. Exhausted and swept away, at this moment, he is full of vitality. All injuries disappear. Even Murong Fu's internal power has been used for personal purposes, repairing the body. My muscles have become tighter all over, no longer the chubby figure I used to have. Even the skin becomes smooth and delicate, emitting a warm white luster, full of violent beauty. It can be seen that there are not only dangers here, but also great opportunities. As long as you upgrade, you can become stronger, which is a tangible benefit. As long as Wang Teng continues to upgrade and become stronger, one day he will be able to move mountains and fill the sea, and live forever. Thinking of this, Wang Teng felt ecstatic in his heart. He came to Murong Fu's body and began to launch endless extraction successful. Gained 15 points of understanding. Wang Teng was pleasantly surprised. Murong Fu is different, he has extracted the rarest insight, which is a total of 15 points. Wang Teng has obtained the martial arts of Douzhuan Starshift, and what he needs most now is his intelligence. As time passes and stars move, great emphasis is placed on intelligence. Even Murong Fu only reached the 3rd level of catching dragons and controlling cranes. Nowadays, Wang Teng's intelligence has increased, and practicing Douzhuan Starshift is twice the result with half the effort. At the same time, he can also learn other martial arts with his increased intelligence, and his skills are not overwhelming. So, the influence of intelligence on him is too great. Wang Tengdong wants to view his property panel. At this moment, familiar mechanical prompts came to my ears again. Successfully killed the hero-level character, Murong Fu. Gain 100 points of reputation. Congratulations on completing the hidden plot and opening the role-playing system, reminder. You will play the role of Murong Fu, and completing the opponent's obsession will earn you a high reward. Play Murong Fu. He actually completed the hidden plot and became the first to play a role. The difficulty of playing Murong Fu is not average high. As the hope of the Murong family, he not only aims to revive the reputation of the Gusu Murong family, but also to restore the great cause of the country. In Wang Teng's view, each item is out of reach. At this moment, a mechanical sound suddenly came. You have successfully played the role of Murong Fu, current obsession level 1, 0/100, your physical fitness has increased by 10 points, your strength increases by 10 points. Your agility has increased by 10 points. Your spirit increases by 10 points. Your comprehension has increased by 50 points. Golden beams of light descended from the sky and landed on Wang Teng's head. In an instant, he was overwhelmed by the energy of golden light. Wang Teng's physique, strength, agility, spirit, and intelligence have all skyrocketed. Especially in terms of comprehension, it has grown by 50 points. After a moment, the golden light faded. Wang Teng opened his eyes in surprise. Invincible. His 5-dimensional index has all skyrocketed. At present, he can't wait to open his property panel. Name: Wang Teng, Game ID, 442868, Level 2, 100/200, HP, 200/200, Physical Fitness. 36 points, please click to view, Strength. 49 points, please click to view, Agility. 35 points, please click to view, Spirit. 35 points, please click to view, Understanding. 79 points, please click to view, Qi Yun. 1 point, please click to view, Destiny Talent. Unequal exchange, cooldown remaining for 5 hours, Additional talent. Endless extraction, powerful pulling of mountains, martial arts. A glance at the amazing goose, stars shift in time, 3rd level, comprehensive combat power. 234, this power does not include talents, evaluation. Stands out among the flock of chickens. His overall combat effectiveness skyrocketed from 79 to 234. If combined with the effect of pulling out the mountain, he would have 283 combat power. This strength is rising rapidly, it's so exciting. This time, He completely gained the capital to establish himself in the world of martial arts. As long as he can fulfill Murong Fu's obsession, he can also increase the 5-dimensional index and greatly enhance his strength. This is the benefit of the actor, which others seem to have not yet discovered. The more Wang Teng thinks, the more satisfying. World announcement. At this moment, cold mechanical sounds echoed in everyone's minds. In the world of the 8 heavenly dragons, everyone was surprised and didn't understand what had happened. Congratulations to players with the surname Wang in this world who have successfully killed elite level and above characters. First kill elite level or above characters, gain 50 reputation points. Reminder: reputation value is extremely precious. When the reputation value reaches a certain standard, you will receive current world gifts. The world opens up the role-playing system. Playing system. When killing elite level characters or above, you can choose to play that character, complete the opponent's obsession, and receive a large amount of rewards. Reminder: kill the player, all rewards will be obtained by the killer. Lying trough. The mechanical sound spread throughout the world, and everyone was boiling with excitement. Countless figures at this moment, with envy and greed in their eyes. It's a bit interesting. Wang Teng smiled slightly and entered the chat channel. The pot has already been fried inside. Wow. The big shot surnamed Wang actually killed an elite character and activated the acting system. Yeah. He should be the first character to start playing, and he has gained popularity. Reputation value is very useful. If you accumulate it, you may be able to cheer up and receive a response from the crowd. Wang, a player. Are you saying it's the same person who got the weapon for the first time? Shocked. The big shot surnamed Wang is so strong. Yeah. I really envy the big shot surnamed Wang. Is the big shot here? Please take it. As the words fell, a discordant sound immediately appeared. Is he very strong? He doesn't even dare to say anything. I don't feel much either. I also think it's probably not a shrinking turtle. Based on the comprehensive strength of the martial arts world, we can join forces with a few experts to kill elite level characters. Anyway, they all got ahead of others, and even if they kill elite level characters, they won't gain any reputation and can only play. Alas, this player surnamed Wang is so lucky. He encountered an elite level character who was left alone. I killed even the Western Xia soldiers, but when I reached level 2, I didn't meet any elite level characters. The person who said this was a level 2 powerhouse named Zhang Zhen. Wow. The big shot upstairs has actually risen to level 2 in just one day. Zhang Zhen. I estimate that I can be promoted to level 3 tomorrow. Worship. Master, upgrade so fast. Zhang Zhen upgraded so quickly that if he encounters an elite level character, he will definitely be able to kill him. That's necessary. Zhang Zhen, I want to hang out with you. Zhang Zhen, I have targeted an elite level figure here. Can I send you a coordinate? Brother Zhang Zhen, can you also help me? The chat channel has exploded with information, and many people are flattering Zhang Zhen. It seems that with just one move from Zhang Zhen, elite level characters can be easily killed. At this moment, a new announcement was refreshed. Announcement. Level 1 player Li Shui was killed by the elite level character General Xixia. Announcement. Level 1 player Zhang Chonglin has been killed by elite level character General Xixia. Announcement. Level 2 player Chen Xian was killed by the elite level character General Xixia. Announcement. The first level player Prince has been killed by the elite level character General Xixia. Shocked. 4 of them died in one go. Everyone was shocked. Just for a while, the elite level figure, General Xixia, who was treated as a soft persimmon. 4 consecutive kills. One of them is still a level 2 powerhouse. Lying trough. It turns out that elite level characters are so strong. The entire chat channel was deathly silent. End of this chapter. Chapter 7, Flash Sale. Shocking the indigenous people. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7, Flash Sale. Shocking the indigenous people. The entire chat channel was instantly quiet. No one spoke for a long time. At this time, everyone knows that the power of elite-level characters is not comparable to ordinary Western Xia soldiers. Level 2 powerhouses are vulnerable to elite-level characters. Does the big shot surnamed Wang have already exceeded level 2? Crouching slot. It's so amazing. A big shot surnamed Wang is so terrifying. After a while, someone spoke on the chat channel and everyone was amazed. No wonder the first kill earns a reputation reward. How strong is it? Hehe, someone used to say that their luck couldn't match that of a big shot surnamed Wang, but now it seems that their strength is even more unbeatable. The sarcastic meaning of this statement is obvious, clearly indicating that it is referring to Zhang Zhen. Seeing the speech on the chat channel, Zhang Zhen's face turned red and he didn't know how to answer for a moment. At this point, he has no face to refute. To refute is to go and die. Just as everyone felt the atmosphere in the chat room was awkward, another fearful avatar flickered. Woo-woo. It's so scary. Our team has been completely annihilated, and Mr. Chen has been beheaded directly, leaving me alone to live. Hey. Are you guys upstairs with Chen Xian? Yeah, our army was completely destroyed, only I pretended to die with my natural talent of turtle breath technique and escaped a disaster. What? Are elite level characters so powerful? 1 level 2 powerhouse and 4 level 1, the whole army is destroyed. Alas. You have no idea how terrifying elite level characters are, and their overall combat power may not be less than 400. Oh my goodness. 400 comprehensive combat power. Hush. If we level up, we will increase our combat power by 50 points. Isn't that saying we need to level up to 7 and 8 to compete with it? Everyone was amazed. The person who escaped the disaster said, "Everyone, I'm alone now. Is there a team nearby? Come and take me. I'm so panicked. Where are you? Is the leader of Western Xia near you? I'm at coordinates 68687792. The leader of Western Xia has set up camp next to me. This big shot, are you coming to take me out?" No, no, no. I just want to know the location of the Western Xia leader and try to avoid it as much as possible. Everyone is speechless. Wang Teng's eyes lit up. Murong Fu's obsession. Killing the Western Xia leader can earn 20 obsession points. His performance task has arrived. At present, the coordinates of the Western Xia leader have been exposed. It seems that he can take action now. The leader of the Western Xia dynasty is an elite figure who, although possessing 400 combat power, seeks wealth and security. Kill him, he not only gains obsession points, but also provides attributes. Moreover, elite-level characters must gain a lot of experience. He just killed Murong Fu and was directly promoted to 1 level. Most importantly, the leader of Western Xia killed 4 humans. As long as Wang Teng finds the leader of the Western Xia, he can find those 4 corpses. Then he can extract new talents again. Thinking of this, Wang Tengxin turned sideways and headed towards the coordinates. Stepping out of the temple, Wang Teng saw a red smoke rising from the sky that could only be seen by himself. That is his marker point. He is in a happy mood, so he is not afraid of getting lost. Quickly, Wang Teng crossed the forest and arrived on a road. That seems to be Western Xia soldiers. Wang Tingyuan looked from afar, and several tens of meters away, 3 Western Xia cavalry roared towards him. Western Xia cavalry, comprehensive combat power. 155. Immediately, Wang Teng's eyes lit up. He took a deep breath and felt a little excited. This battle is a test of his strength after upgrading. Wang Teng pretended to be panicked and fled on the main road. High-end hunters often appear in the form of prey, and seeing Wang Teng's Western Xia cavalry, they also screamed and rushed towards them. The dense sound of hooves trampled through the quiet air. The soldiers of Western Xia caught up in an instant, with smoke and dust rising everywhere. The horses' hooves with big bull mouths raised high, and the soldiers of Western Xia laughed and mocked, intending to trample on Wang Teng to death. Upon seeing this, Wang Teng no longer concealed his strength and let out a loud shout. "Pull up the mountain, open it." Bang! A loud noise echoed in the air. Wang Teng punched directly and collided with the horse's hooves. With the bonus of his natural strength, his strength is even greater than that of a strong horse traveling thousands of miles a day. Hiss! The iron hooves of the sturdy horse were directly shattered. The Western Xia soldiers on horseback were shocked and rushed towards Wang Teng. Wang Teng felt his muscles tremble all over his body, and there was a violent roar in the flow of qi and blood. In an instant, there was a kind of mountain-pulling momentum, stepping on it with one step, and in the blink of an eye, bombarding the Western Xia soldiers again. Pop! Click! The clash of punches and armor. There is also the sound of bone fractures mixed in. The incredibly hard armor was defeated by Wang Teng's punch. The rib in the chest fractured directly and penetrated deeply into the heart. I can't live without seeing it. Who the hell is this kid? The remaining two Western Xia soldiers were shocked to see their companions killed in one move on the spot. Kill him. Two Western Xia soldiers drew their machetes and prepared to use weapons to kill them. But Wang Teng never gave the enemy a chance to breathe, and his internal strength surged with courage. In an instant, he strode forward with a dozen punches. Every punch carries a sense of oppression from the awakening of an ancient giant beast, and every move makes people feel as if they have been trampled by a giant beast. This is the side effect of pulling out the mountain. Bang! Bang! In just one breath, two Western Xia soldiers were beaten and flew up from their horses, spraying blood from their 7 orifices and collapsing their chests, falling to the ground like two broken burlap bags. Wang Teng took a long breath and was very satisfied with his performance. This kind of battle is exhilarating for him. This is also the first time he has discovered that he likes the feeling of punching to the flesh. Buzz! At this moment, 3 Western Xia soldiers flew white light into Wang Teng's body, successfully killed 3 Western Xia cavalry and gained 30 experience points. Obtained 3 obsession points. Wang Teng felt warm and comfortable all over, and the level progress came to mind. Level 2, 130/200, kill 3 Western Xia soldiers and gain 30 experience points. Indeed, ordinary people have much less experience than those above the elite level. However, Wang Teng is not discouraged. As long as he has 70 more experience points, he can easily advance to level 3. So it seems that upgrading is not difficult at all. Thinking of this, Wang Teng smiled with satisfaction. It's just this kind of idea. If people like Zhang Zhen know about it, they will go completely crazy. In today's world of martial arts, human physique is weaker than that of indigenous people, so it's good to be able to live. As for the people who killed the Western Xia soldiers alone, there are really few to find. At the same time, Morong Fu's obsession also increased by 3 points, which surprised Wang Teng even more. Subsequently, Wang Teng strode over to the bodies of 3 Western Xia soldiers and placed his palm on them. End of this chapter. Chapter 8, Extraction. Stronger Again. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8, Extraction. Stronger Again. A burst of white light flashed by. Endless extraction successful. Gain 2 points of power. Endless extraction successful. Gain 3 points of physical fitness. Endless extraction successful. Gain 3 points of power. Great. Strength and physique are the most fundamental attributes for survival, all of which have risen. Now, one person has successfully fought against 3 Western Xia soldiers alone. That's really great. This move was great. After my level was raised, killing 3 ordinary Western Xia soldiers was as easy as the palm of my hand. As long as I killed a few more Western Xia soldiers, I could openly compete with elite-level characters. Wang Teng was full of energy and stood up, ready to leave. There seems to be fighting ahead. Suddenly, Wang Teng's ears twitched. He walked forward and found some messy footprints not far away, entering the forest. At that moment, he saw the bushes by the roadside being trampled down, and fragments of modern clothing with bloodstains on them. Wang Teng felt a slight chill in his heart, and slowly followed these traces to explore. Just as he was cautiously advancing, in an open depression, the intense sound of horse hooves came through. He stopped and quietly hid in the woods, looking towards the scene through the gaps. Suddenly, 3 Western Xia cavalry were besieging 4 people. A man and 3 women, looking at their clothing, should be transported in like Wang Teng. All 4 of them had the same facial features, with a handsome man leading them. Behind them stood 3 young girls of young age, one of whom was a ponytail woman with a delicate and long body, and a curvaceous figure under a tight top and jeans, extremely tempting. This scene brought joy to Wang Teng's face. 3 Western Xia cavalry soldiers, they are all experienced babies. Judging from the situation in this game, these 4-person teams are clearly at a disadvantage. 3 Western Xia cavalry, wielding curved swords, gradually narrowed the encirclement. The scorching gaze scanned the delicate bodies of the 3 women and mocked them, saying, "Kill the men, keep the 3 women, and let the people of the Central Plains taste the majestic style of our Western Xia people, ha ha ha." These girls had never seen such a scene before, and they were immediately frightened and their faces turned pale. Damn it! These 3 cavalry are clearly a well-trained team of 3. Their strength is stronger than ordinary Western Xia soldiers. The man among them had a bitter expression on his face and swallowed a mouthful of saliva. So it's him. Quickly, Wang Teng's gaze swept towards the young man speaking. Wang Teng has met on the chat channel, and he is Zhang Zhen, one of the earliest strong individuals to reach level 2. This Zhang Zhen can be said to be a prominent figure, highly sought after by many people. This time, he formed a team of 4 and led 3 younger sisters. Level 2 powerhouse, can't you even tidy up a few Western Xia miscellaneous hairs? Wang Teng was curious and looked in the direction of their fight. I saw the soldiers of Western Xia wielding their curved knives and fiercely cutting towards the circle. Seeing that Zhang Zhen is about to leave. Talent activation. Buzz. Zhang Zhen raised his hands and suddenly an oval-shaped hood rose up. This hood is like a mountain, enveloping itself and all 3 level 1 creatures. The curved sword struck and killed on the gas-shielded mountain, and the sound of gold and iron clashed, spreading far away. The continuous assassination assault caused cracks to appear on the gas shield mountain. His strength was difficult to support, and the gas shield mountain became unstable with signs of disappearance. Not everyone can have the powerful power of Wang Teng. In this way, the 3 Western Xia cavalry continued to attack, and Zhang Zhen, who was colliding with them, complained incessantly. His momentum continued to decline, and it was only a matter of time before he was defeated by the gas shield mountain, Jia Jia. He can't hold on anymore. Boo! The curved knife slashed again, and Zhang Zhen almost knelt down, his face extremely pale. "Brother Zhang Zhen. How are you doing?" One of the girls in a long dress exclaimed in surprise and quickly helped Zhang Zhen. "The situation is not good. My talent has entered a cooldown, but I still have the means to suppress the situation. However, it will take some time to activate it. Can you attract their attention?" Zhang Zhen gasped and turned his gaze to the 3 of them. "Okay. The 3 of us are attacking together, hoping to catch their attention," said the woman in the long dress. I saw 3 people simultaneously using their innate skills and charging forward, chopping 3 white quality long swords indiscriminately. Dang! 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 A burst of metal and iron roared, really causing the 3 of them to cut a loophole. A Western Xia cavalry's mount was startled and raised its front hooves with a hissing sound. Zhang Zhen's eyes lit up, an old dagger, glutinous rice rolls with sweet bean flour, rolled out of the encirclement. Seeing this, Wang Teng's heart moved. Could it be that Zhang Zhen also possesses 2 or more talents and plans to launch a counterattack? At this moment, a mutation occurred in the field. I saw Zhang Zhen emerge from the encirclement and run away without looking back. The Western Xia cavalry howled and pulled out a throwing short spear from the back of their horse. Whoosh! The short spear arrived in an instant and directly penetrated Zhang Zhen's back towards them, fiercely piercing into the grass. The remaining 3 women were stunned, with an extremely desperate expression in their eyes. Level 2 powerhouse Zhang Zhen, dead. Wang Teng shook his head secretly. If Zhang Zhen had to fight back, he might not have been able to escape Xingtian, but he chose to hand over his back to the enemy. At this moment, 3 Western Xia cavalry soldiers once again grinned and surrounded the 3 of them. They teased the 3 people like cats playing with mice. Ha ha ha. 2 female dolls, if you take care of us well, you can let us give you a way out. Even if you don't comply, there is a kind of Huan powder in our Western Xia first-class hall. If I give it to you, you will become a prostitute. The cavalry of the Western Xia burst into a lewd laugh, shattering the faith of the 3 through their words. What should we do? What should we do? Sister, why don't we comply? At least we can survive. The girl in the long dress let out a low cry. No way. Even if I die, I won't let them stain me. The ponytail woman, who had never spoken before, raised her resolute eyes and spoke harshly. Fight them. Suddenly, the woman with a ponytail pointed her sword and forcefully thrust it out. Hush. A sudden sword pierced directly into the neck of the horse. The horse let out a hiss and fell heavily, causing the other people of Western Xia to become furious. Unexpectedly, they, who were desperate, dared to resist. Seeking death. The Western Xia soldiers cursed angrily and raised their curved knives high in their hands. If you don't resist at this moment, you really won't have a chance. The woman with a ponytail shouted loudly and stabbed with her long sword in her hand. Fight them. Fight them. The other 2 may have been stimulated, but they also closed their eyes and waved wildly. Praying mantis like a chariot, let's all die. The soldiers of Western Xia had a fierce and devilish expression, and their curved swords fell in response. Bang! 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 A series of stones exploded in the air, appearing repeatedly. 3 muffled sounds echoed one after another in the bodies of the Western Xia cavalry. Everyone burst into a mess of flesh and blood, and everyone was pierced through without even a howl of sorrow. He collapsed silently on the depression, with corpses scattered everywhere and blood flowing all over the ground. Only 3 women gesturing towards the air remain at this moment. The woman with a ponytail exhausted her strength and collapsed to the ground, panting coquettishly. Am I still alive? She slowly lifted her eyes, revealing a stunning and pretty face. This shock was quite remarkable. All 3 Western Xia cavalry soldiers in front of me were killed. The Western Xia cavalry convulsed a few times, and their whole body lit up with a dazzling light. The next second, the light poured into the body one after another. After a moment, an unbelievable sound came from within the depression. I gained 1 experience point. Me too, I got 2 points. I gained 7 experience points. A surprised expression flashed across the woman with a ponytail. Meanwhile, no one saw the thickest and largest beam of light enter the nearby bushes. End of this chapter. Chapter 9, Explore. Strength Crushing. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9, Explore. Strength crushing. Why did I only gain 1 experience point by killing 3 Western Xia soldiers? Is the allocation correct? Yeah, what's going on here? At this moment, the 2 girls finally realized. Don't complain. These experience allocations are based on our respective contributions, absolutely fair, said Su Su, a woman with a ponytail. It should be judged that Zhang Zhen consumed their stamina and allocated most of their experience points to him. Sigh. What's this? Share experience points with a dead person. Damn it. If you die, you still have to divide our rewards. It's so despicable. Not far away, Wang Teng ignored their complaints. Successfully killed 3 Western Xia cavalry, allocated 20 experience points. Gain 2 obsession points. Wang Teng felt a warm sensation all over his body, and a sense of comfort followed one after another. The level progress came to mind again. Level 2, 150/200, Murong Fu's Obsession Level 1, 5 out of 100, kill 3 Western Xia cavalry and allocate 20 experience points. The obsession has increased again. That is to say, if you upgrade again, Wang Teng will gain double attribute points. In the forest, Wang Teng, who was hiding, was pleasantly surprised. At the same time, he suddenly realized that killing the enemy together would allocate experience points. But experience points will not be evenly distributed. Simply put, it means distribution according to work. This is the rule of the game, and it also drives people to become stronger in order to gain more. Just in this way, some paddlers won't gain a lot of experience points. For example, both girls have gained 1 or 2 points of experience, which is very pitiful. Even a woman with a ponytail who risked her life to attract the attention of Western Xia soldiers only received 7 experience points. And Wang Teng's one move defeats the enemy, slaying the head skill, and enjoys exclusive 20 experience points. In this comparison, Wang Teng gained the most benefits. At this moment, a dazzling white light suddenly shone on the woman with a ponytail, startling the entire audience. Faced with the dazzling white light, everyone's shocked gaze focused on the woman with a ponytail. Wang Teng was also stunned. Why did your whole body suddenly glow? Is it possible to transform into Ultraman next? Or a beautiful girl warrior? In just an instant, the white light dimmed. The already tight jeans outlined the round thighs, while the black short top concealed great danger. The whole person's skin became fragile, and the woman with a ponytail opened her eyes with a happy expression on her face. Sister Yi Qingchen, why did your whole body shine just now? Yeah. It startled us. Sister Qingchen, what happened? The 2 women showed signs of concern one after another. The woman with a ponytail chuckled softly and said, I just upgraded. As the words fell, the 2 women were shocked, and a jealous expression flashed in their eyes, immediately showing a look of envy. Wow! Sister Yicheng has even stepped into the ranks of level 2 powerhouses. Yeah, Sister Qingchen is so amazing. Take care of her more in the future. Really, my progress is only 25 out of 100, and I'm still far from level 2. Sister Yi Qingchen may be the first level 2 female powerhouse, so there's no need to look at men's faces anymore. I met Zhang Zhen by chance, and in this dangerous world, forming a team is undoubtedly the safest option. At this moment, the 2 girls looked at the fresh and refined Yi Qingchen, with envy and awe on the surface, but mixed flavors in their hearts. More than a day passed, and this was the first time he had met someone who had advanced. Judging from the woman's surprised appearance, it should be a significant improvement. I don't know if there is a difference between myself and her. Yeah. He can secretly check character attributes. With a thought, a black ripple rose in his eyes with a stunning glance. Activate, name. Yi Qingchen, Citizen ID 371-2412, Level 2, 0/200, HP 200/200, Physical Fitness. 17 points, strength. 14 points, agility. 26 points, spirit. 38 points, understanding. 26 points, qiyun. 65 points, talent. Martial arts. Comprehensive combat effectiveness. 122, evaluation. Kill the chicken to get the eggs. Ignoring the bizarre evaluation, Wang Teng was slightly taken aback. Is this the real data for level 2? Apart from his spiritual attributes, Wang Teng's other 4-dimensional dimensions are completely crushed and cleared of dust. With such strength, facing Western Xia cavalry alone may only bring more misfortune than good. But comprehensive combat effectiveness is only an evaluation, and the combat situation is complex and variable. Fighting skills and talent bonuses are also extremely important. Just like before, if it weren't for the ponytail woman attracting the attention of the Western Xia soldiers, Wang Teng wouldn't have been able to kill them in one fell swoop. If there were no SSS-level talents, Wang Teng would not be able to break 100 in comprehensive combat power even if he rose to level 2. The woman with a ponytail in front of her is already very strong. In this world, weakness is original sin. Thinking of this, Wang Teng looked at the corpses in the field, wanting to extract stronger attributes. At this moment, the woman in a long dress who was searching for war spoils suddenly panicked. Not good. This is an urgent envelope from the Western Xia people. Xiaoyu, what is written on it? The things written above are not important. Here. It seems like a post station. A woman in a long dress called Xiaoyu pointed to the stable not far away, her lips turning slightly white. The Western Xia messenger soldiers will appear here at any time. This time, we inexplicably killed 5 Western Xia messenger soldiers. If they find out, we will receive urgent letters. We will face endless pursuit. At this point, the woman in the long dress looked frightened. Yi Qingchen listened silently, his expression also becoming serious. She has been promoted to level 2 powerhouse, and naturally within this team, she has established absolute credibility and is also responsible for this team. Before the Western Xia soldiers notice, let's go quickly. Yi Qingchen made a decisive decision and immediately said. Let's go. Abandon all these spoils of war. After listening, the woman in the long dress quickly threw away the urgent letter, as if she was burning her hand. At present, the 3 women walked towards the hiding place of Wang Teng. Wang Teng quickly held his breath and hid behind the forest, carefully hiding. He wants to wait for the 3 of them to leave before coming forward to extract the attributes of the corpse. But as the group passed by Wang Teng's hiding place, Qingchen seemed to have discovered something and suddenly turned his head to look at the lush forest. Who's there? As the words fell, Qingchen's face turned cold and she stared cautiously ahead at Wang Teng's hiding place. Within 5 meters of each other, she sensed Wang Teng's location. Yi Qingchen's cold drink frightened the other 2 women and they looked deep into the forest. What person? Come out. Wu, can't you be from Western Xia? The 2 women were highly nervous, and when they were frightened again, their faces immediately turned pale. Please collect it, dear friends. This book was reviewed and approved on the last day of the editor's holiday, so the signing of the contract has been waiting. Those who have read it should make bold investments and try to save some money. After the contract is over, we can resume the 2 changes. End of this chapter. Chapter 10, Shock. A Lone Warrior. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10, Shock. A Lone Warrior. In this dangerous world of martial arts, one can die at any moment, and no one dares to be careless. After the forest, Wang Teng shook his head helplessly and could only stand out in frustration. However, he is not worried at all. Even if the 3 of them have malicious intentions, working together is not the enemy of Wang Teng's ultimate move. It's you. Yi Qingchen looked at Wang Teng with some surprise, as if she knew Wang Teng. Upon hearing these words, Wang Teng was also slightly taken aback. He used to be a standard fat house, but it seems like he didn't have the chance to meet such a beautiful girl. Sister Yi Qingchen, do you know him? The woman in a long dress casually asked. Yi Qingchen's eyes flickered, as if she had thought of something, and her pretty face blushed slightly. She doesn't know Wang Teng, but in reality, the house she rented is right next to Wang Teng. They are neighbors. Once when I came home from work, I happened to meet Wang Teng. This Yanqing is not big or small, and there aren't many handsome people. Wang Teng is one of them, and he is also a handsome ruffian. A handsome appearance always attracts the attention of girls. Yi Qingchen was no exception, so he paid attention and naturally remembered that his neighbor was a handsome little guy. She just didn't expect to meet Wang Teng again here. But she couldn't say that it was because Wang Teng was handsome and mischievous that she remembered this person. I saw him talking on the chat channel, so I remembered him. Yi Qingchen quickly calmed down and said. Upon hearing this sentence, Wang Teng was slightly taken aback. He had been struggling and had never spoken on the chat channel. At this moment, Yi Qingchen looked at him again. Wang Teng, how did you appear here? I passed by. Wang Teng said lightly. Yi Qingchen sighed and said, it's very dangerous here. If you wander around alone, it's easy for you to lose your life. We just experienced a fierce battle, where a teammate was killed. At this point, she had an idea in her heart and couldn't help but look up and down at Wang Teng. Why don't you join us? In this unfamiliar world, you also have some care. In the bloody world of martial arts, newcomers are initially physically weak and have a significant gap in strength compared to the indigenous people. The same comprehensive combat effectiveness, due to the indigenous people's extensive practical combat experience, newcomers are often not opponents. So, the team mode is bound to be the trend. This can not only avoid risks, but also hone practical experience. In the future, various forces of various sizes will definitely emerge. She doesn't want to rely on others, so she needs to expand her influence, form her own influence, and attract more people. At this moment, the woman in the long dress agreed. If it weren't for the recent death of a teammate, we wouldn't have invited you rashly. We pity you, as long as you showcase your talents, and as long as it's not too bad, we'll accept you. The woman in the long dress spoke with a commanding tone. Yeah, quickly unleash your talents, let's take a look. Don't be fooled by the fact that we are all actresses, Sister Qingchen is a level 2 powerhouse. It's your luck to be able to team up with us. After saying these words, both girls smiled. In the eyes of Air Nu, as long as Wang Teng hears, Yi Qingchen is already a level 2 powerhouse and will definitely join them. They waited quietly for Wang Teng to unleash his talent. Unexpectedly, Wang Teng spoke calmly. No need, I'm used to being alone. After saying these words, Wang Teng no longer hesitated and turned around to leave. Everyone was stunned by this scene. What situation? Did they hear you right? This guy refused their kindness. Don't he know that Yi Qingchen is already a level 2 powerhouse? Moreover, her talent is definitely not weak, at least at the C. level. For a moment, the two girls couldn't turn their minds. Yi Qingchen also stood still on the spot. She looked at Wang Teng's back with some regret. Why is this person so stubborn? He's really ignorant. He can't hold on for long alone. Abandoning this sentence, the woman in the long dress swept over Yi Qingchen's arm and was about to leave. The two girls were walking on the road, muttering from time to time, expressing dissatisfaction with Wang Teng's behavior. Everyone has their own aspirations. Yi Qingchen turned his head to look at Wang Teng's back, stomped his feet, and then left. After a moment, Yi Qingchen and the three of them walked away. Upon seeing this, Wang Teng quietly turned back. Although he felt the sincerity of Qingchen, he is still unwilling to team up with others. That will not only expose his talent, but also affect his progress. As the saying goes, without a woman in the heart, drawing a sword is natural and divine. Quickly, he arrived at the corpse of the Western Xia cavalry and began extracting it. Waves of white light flashed by. Endless extraction successful. Gain 20 health points. Endless extraction successful. Gain 3 points of physical fitness. Endless extraction successful. Gain 3 points of power. Endless extraction successful. Gain 3 points of power. Endless extraction successful. Gain 2 agility points. My physique, strength, and agility have all increased, and I have also gained an increase in health. Can blood volume also be extracted? Now I'm not afraid of being delayed. Having sufficient health means more fault tolerance. Wang Teng is extremely excited. At present, he walked towards Zhang Zhen's body. He had already realized in his heart that extracting corpses from this world would only obtain attribute points. When extracting the teleported person, talent can be extracted. Thinking of the indestructible gas shield mountain, Wang Teng was filled with anticipation. What level of talent would he gain from this extraction? Thinking of this, Wang Teng's hand was already resting on Zhang Zhen's body. Buzz. Endless extraction successful. Obtain C.level talent. Immovable like a mountain. Immovable like a mountain. Activating can double the physical attributes, and also comes with a gas shield mountain effect, which can withstand any physical attack effect. Activate without moving like a mountain and receive a 30-minute effect bonus. Cooldown time. 1 hour. Like the C.level talent. Liba Shangxi, it has doubled attributes and additional effects. Wang Teng was overjoyed, and as expected, he was also a C.level talent. In this way, his true combat power will once again stretch to a new level. He has a greater chance of killing the elite level figure. The Western Xia leader. Just as Wang Teng's hand was leaving Zhang Zhen's body, he suddenly saw that Zhang Zhen was still holding a yellow paper in his hand. Opening his palm, Wang Teng spread out the yellow paper, and an introduction to the item instantly came to his mind. Guardian Curse. When activated, it can withstand a certain amount of mental damage and is a disposable item. This item was created by Wu Yazi and specializes in breaking the method of transmitting sound and soul searching. Wang Teng was overjoyed. This is a treasure. It seems that Zhang Zhen is also someone who has a chance encounter. Unfortunately, he is now dead. This precious talisman has been accepted by Wang Teng. At that moment, he noticed an envelope falling off the ground. Important information: the general is besieging a woman from the Central Plains who is proficient in various martial arts. We request that the Western Xia First Class Hall mobilize experts for support. A woman from the Central Plains, proficient in various martial arts. Is it Wang Yuyan? At this moment, mechanical sounds echoed in Wang Teng's mind again. Murong Fu's obsession. Saving cousin Wang Yuyan, completing it will earn you a high reward. Coordinates. 68587920. There are really many obsessions about Murong Fu. At present, he walked towards the red wolf smoke in the sky, targeting the elite level figure. General Shixiao. Just as Wang Teng embarked on the journey of killing elite level characters, on the other side, there were cries of surprise from Yi Qingchen and others. At this moment, outside that small forest, Yi Qingchen and others were shocked to see the Western Xia cavalry smashed by Wang Teng's punch on the spot. The scene was filled with a strong smell of blood, and all the corpses, feces, and urine flowed freely. This means that the cavalry of the Western Xia dynasty did not immediately lose their breath, but rather bled to death. The fear of death made them lose control of their urination and defecation. The three of them were stunned for a long time, but Qingchen finally spoke out. Look at the scene of the fight, there are not too many traces. These three strong cavalry soldiers have all lost their combat effectiveness in an instant. How could that be? We had been fighting for a long time before unexpectedly killing them. There's nothing impossible. Yi Qingchen shook her head slightly and walked forward to examine the three corpses. In just a moment, my pure and beautiful eyes trembled. The woman in the long dress quickly asked, "What's wrong?" Yi Qingchen lifted her pretty face lightly and said, "If I'm not mistaken, all of this was done by one person, and there was only one person's footprints on the scene. And these Western Xia cavalry died the same way, with one punch-piercing armor." They were heartbroken. As soon as these words were spoken, the other two women both looked shocked. Oh my goodness! One punch pierces armor. This is definitely a powerhouse. Isn't it possible? These Western Xia cavalry armor is so strong that even swords and knives cannot be completely cut apart. How could that person break it with just one punch? Yi Qingchen took a deep breath and said, "Even if I reach level 2, I cannot completely tear apart the cavalry armor with a sword. This person can break through armor with just one punch. He is definitely a master. Is that person a level 3 powerhouse?" Yi Qingchen said again, "His level is still unclear, but it can be confirmed that he has extremely terrifying neutralizing combat power and is a lone ranger." At this point, her delicate body was tense and she blurted out a name. Wang Teng. Upon hearing the voice of Yi Qingchen, the two women were taken aback. Immediately, they seemed to have thought of something and looked at each other one by one. I drank too much yesterday and forgot to update. End of this chapter.